Hey everyone, this is Ann with SeeAnnSave.com, back for another week of SeeAnnSell, all of my eBay and other online money-making endeavors wrapped up into one vlog style video. It is Tuesday and I'm starting the day off with two sales. First is this Hallmark set of Halloween ornaments. It's the Looney Tunes. I picked this up for I think $2. At an estate sale, and this is another thing that has been sitting around. It's had watchers, it's been on sale, it hasn't moved. Finally got it down to $7.49, and that is what it sold for. Buyer's paint shipping on top of that. It's light enough to go via first class. And then this is a Tommy Bahama polo. It's XXL. Again, lots of watchers. It's been on sale, it's been sitting around. Finally got it down to $14.99, and that is what it sold for. It is buyers also paying the shipping on that. Then I thought I would show you quick. I did a little bit of rearranging here over in my eBay inventory. I cleared these shelves out. The Christmas stuff was here. I'm making this for sweaters and miscellaneous clothing. It's just better to fold sweaters. So I have men's here, women's there, and a child size there. I don't normally pick up sweaters unless they're super cheap, and as you can see, they tend to kind of sit. Granted, I don't carry a lot of them, obviously, but sweaters aren't usually something I've had very good luck with. Could also be the brand, styles, whatnot, but whatever. Then I have a bin of ties. These are these funky 90s Paris Sport Club slippers. I have a bin of purses, and then some more bags down there, purses in here. These are of course on my clothing rack, same as always. Then I just did a little bit of rearranging over on these shelves, just kind of tidy things up. And then, like I said, I moved my Christmas items over here. Christmas is probably the worst category for me to pick up to resell, and that is just because there's so much Christmas crap everywhere. Dollar Tree, every single store you go into, there's just Christmas everywhere. It's not like anybody's, sitting around like, gosh, I wish I could find some Christmas decorations. Where could I possibly go? They're everywhere. Every estate sale I go to has like a whole room of Christmas. So Christmas isn't like the greatest category, but I do pick it up occasionally if it's new in the box, good condition. But, a lot of this stuff has been sitting here a bit. But anyway, so that's my Christmas shelf. And then you can see over here kind of everything the way it has been. So I took a bunch more stuff up yesterday to my office to get photos taken. This is my waiting, like I'm saving things up, but yet I kind of don't really know why. Maybe I should put that here. Those are buttons, Scrabble tiles, magnets, patches, buttons. I've got all these VHS, which I should probably just donate. I don't know. There are some VHS blanks that'll do well, like I think this one, extra high grade stuff, but just these regular, well, that's ultimate performance, but what's something that's like plain, I don't know, probably like that isn't the greatest, but anyway, I don't know if I want to mess with it. I've tried lotting VHS before, and usually kind of have to lowball them down to get them to sell, so I don't know if it's worth my time. This is all the jewelry still piled up. Have these blank cassettes. Yeah, but this is, I just kind of have things separated out. I'm not really worried about that. Then this is my other to-do. I have another set of these glasses. I'm waiting for them to sell, then I'll relist those. Same with these stickers. And then I just have, I should put these things over here somewhere. Miscellaneous Christmas stuff that I don't know what to do with, but I kind of want to keep. So then I have a sterling silver spoon, a random screw, and then this I just thought was so darn adorable, and I kind of don't want to get rid of it. It's a little mini clothesline. I don't know. Then I have, this stupid snowmobile suit. And then these books, which I may just be collecting for myself. I'm not really sure. But anyway, yeah, that rack of clothes and then what's upstairs, and that's it. So feeling good, not backlogged a terrible amount. I have enough to keep me busy in between when I'm doing my other work and other things around the house. So, yep, that is the start of today. Okay guys, it is later Tuesday afternoon and I'm at Goodwill one of the Goodwills in my area. It turns out that schools were canceled today due to weather, so that means that the Goodwills are all having a dollar sale. There's fuzz on my cheek and a giant zit. All the Goodwills are having a dollar sale, so everything other than furniture and new goods is $1. I don't know if your stores have this, but mine have a lot of like new tchotchkes, dollar store type things. That stuff's not included, furniture, but everything else, including clothing, is $1. The reason schools were canceled is because of ice. So normally I'd be like, oh, forget it. But it's later in the afternoon and the temperatures have warmed up, so the ice is melting and the roads are fine. So I thought I would come out. I'm just going to go to the one store here because it is later in the day, and I eventually going to have to get home. I need to go to the store and then get dinner and all that kind of stuff. But this is the nicest of the stores that are closest to me. So I figured I would come here, and it's near Target. So blah, blah, blah. And I go, let's hope I have a cart, because there are some other people here, but it doesn't look too crowded. I hate ice. I hate ice. Get up here without falling on my bootay. Okay. All right, made it. Is there a cart? Yes, carts. Score. They have nice carts here too, the new store. Other store is horrible. Okay. That's the new stuff I'm talking about. Kind of random stuff. More new stuff. Well, I've been here about 30 minutes. Here's my cart. Stuffed full. Already been through all of that. And now I'm over here on this. Okay, I'm out. I'm a little disheveled. Oh my gosh. By the time I got done, the pile in my cart was taller than me, and I was having to put things under the cart. But I only spent $59. I got 59 pieces. I think I got some really good stuff. And when I was checking out, she's like, oh, do you know that that rack over there is also $1? And that's where they keep the specialty stuff. Like, they mark things way, way up. And on Facebook, it said that stuff might not be $1, but she's like, it is $1. So I went over and I got 4 more things. The only thing I hate about that is they write on permanent marker on the label. So hopefully I can get that off. But anyway, oh my gosh. And thank goodness I had a cart to take all the bags out. I couldn't even fit all the bags back in the cart. I had to carry 2, push the cart. Then of course I get to my car to go to put everything in the trunk. And Papa has filled my trunk with cardboard to take to the recycler because we have so much. So it's kind of all in my back seat back there. But yeah, so glad I came out. I spent about an hour and a half maybe in there. And I could have totally gotten more, but I was trying to be picky. I was trying to be like, okay, can I at least get 20 bucks for this? There may be a few items I got that are a little lower than that, but I think I try to stick to the higher, you know, things I think I can get a higher dollar amount from. But that's, this is the kind of sale you're like, kind of contemplating going up and saying, how much just for the entire rack? Do you deliver? Can you just like load everything in the store into your truck and bring it to my house? Because when it's only $1. Anyway, okay, so now off to get back home, unload, sort, wash, list, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, back home I go. All the Goodwill clothes on the stairs. Danger, danger, trying to get This was a great plan you had to just throw it down the stairs.
Well, yeah.
And now it's bottlenecked.
Well, I'm glad you sold some stuff. Anyway.
Well, this stuff I just bought, but I got to go get the stuff I sold. My gosh, here's a haul video. There it all is. Can you believe that's only 59 items? You'd think it was 300.
Oh my God.
But I got a lot of coats, jackets, blazers. I heard Lucy. She's running. There's a Polo Ralph Lauren on the floor. A Chicago Bulls jacket. Some of those were in the specialty bin, and they've got ink on the tag. Like this. They wanted, Yeah, they wanted $20 for this.
Really?
Yeah, but then see, they wrote 20 on the tag. Let's see if I can get that out. Oh, my word. Chuck it over. Oh my gosh. You'd think that was 200 pieces of clothing, not 59.
Yeah.
I hear a Lucy. Lucy, are you coming down? No. There's another one like that. That one, they wanted how much for?
Yeah.
10, then they write on the tag. It's an LL Bean. Hey, Lulu. Where's Lulu? Hi, Lulu. So I got home from Goodwill and had 3 sales. First is this 31 tote. This is from my own closet. It sold for $20.24. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, XXL. I would have got this at either Goodwill for less than $2 or the consignment store for less than $1. It sold for $14.99. And then this is a Bible, super small, printed in Great Britain, and it is leather. And it sold for $29.99, and I get Bibles for $1 or sometimes free. All buyers all paid shipping on top of the prices, on top of the sale prices. It is now Tuesday night. I was just getting ready to go to bed when 2 more sales came in. This is an Old Navy, women's denim jacket that I got for would have been less than $3 at Goodwill. It sold on sale for $18.74. It's got the distressing on it, all that good stuff. It's a 2X, what is it? Or XXL, yeah. Then this is a men's London Fog extra large coat that I picked up at Goodwill, less than $3. This also sold for $18.74, and of course buyers paid the shipping on top of that. I just wanted to mention something when you're listing clothing and you aren't sure if it's a man's or a woman's, that usually you can tell by the way that it is buttoned or zipped. So a woman's coat or jacket with the buttons, you can see the buttons will be on the left side of the panel. See, the buttons are on this side, the left side. With a man's, the buttons or the snap or whatever are on the right side. That's true for most jackets and coats. Occasionally you'll get maybe something that's unisex or a vintage that might be the opposite, but it's almost always, and so for me, I can just look, like I button my items for the photos, so I can look at this side by side. I'm like, okay, this one's the woman's, this one's the man's. And then if I have a stack, you know, maybe I'll find a bunch that are like this, where the buttons or snaps or whatnot are on the left, and the panel will look like this with the seam here, if you know what I'm saying. And so then I'm like, okay, I've got a stack of women's, same with the men's, that it's this way. And I'll maybe keep them separate like that, because when I'm listing, I usually just do sell similars. So that way I can at least keep it in the same category, men's versus women's. Sometimes it can get tricky if you have a zipper. I always get confused with the zipper. So what I will do if a zipper is, I will just get out one of my own coats or jackets, or my dad's that has a zipper, and I will see which way the zip falls on it, you know, if it's on the right or the left. If it's an iffy item, sometimes it's a zipper that's going to be like, oh, is this man's or woman's? Because it will zip. The zipper will be the way a man's coat is, but it'll actually be a woman's, and vice versa. Occasionally, it doesn't happen often, but that usually is the case. It's a zipper that will be the iffy. Usually snaps and buttons are almost always the right or the left. So I hope that makes sense to you. Again, my tip is find something of your own that snaps or zips a certain way, and kind of just use that as your reference. So if you're a woman and you have your own denim jacket and you can see the way it buttons, then just keep that in sight or refer to it when you have a pile of coats, and then you can separate, like which coats are buttoned the way yours is Okay, those are the women's, everyone else's are the men's. Because very rarely, although, well, I shouldn't say rarely, some brands do say men's or women's, women's, man or woman, men's or women's. But a lot of times, you know, they just look unisex. So anyway, hopefully that little tip helps you out. It is Wednesday morning, and I just sold this navy camo shirt for $18.74. I got it for less than $2 at Goodwill, and it is going via priority mail in a padded envelope. It's a little too bulky to get into a flat rate, but the buyer paid parcel. I can still upgrade them to priority for about $1 less. You guys, can you believe it? I finally got the Transformers lot listed. I started it at auction, which I rarely do auctions, but I thought I'd do this one. I started it at $99.99. I already had one person message me, can I buy it for $130 outright? I'm like, no, because obviously this is gonna have a lot of interest. If somebody 5 minutes after I list it wants to buy it outright, so we'll see what that does after 7 days. Got a couple more pieces of clothing. I had a return a jacket down there that I relisted. For my returns, I charge a 20% restocking fee, plus they don't get return shipping and they don't get the original shipping. It would have been cheaper for the person to just keep it, but whatever. So I got that relisted. And now I'm going through some CDs that I had set aside for FBA, but I am thinking I'm gonna try merchant fulfilled. So still stay on Amazon, but do things merchant fulfilled. Back in the day, I used to do merchant fulfilled before there was an FBA on Amazon, about 4 years of that, selling gift items, wholesale that I got. I go over all of that, my past business, in my reseller story video. I will link that below if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen that. And I go through how I got started on eBay, the time I sold on Amazon, my gift basket business, my new gift items that I got wholesale, how I got started selling secondhand. I will link that video below because I go over all of that. So I'm familiar with merchant fulfilled. I did that for many years, or several years. 4 years is several. Okay, anyway. So I thought, well, you know, you can put this stuff on eBay, but sometimes eBay doesn't have the right photo. Then you gotta do the photos, you gotta write something, blah, blah, blah. I can just do merchant fulfilled. So I'm gonna give that a go. I've got some books that have come back from Amazon. That way, if I get books for free or I find cheap CDs, I can just do that. Easy peasy to just scan them in and say I'll do the fulfilled and store them. So I'm going to give that a go and we shall see what happens. So here are all the books that I got, what was it, the week before? No, Saturday? I can't remember. When did I go to that estate sale to pick up these books? I don't know. Anywho, yeah, I'm going to start scanning these in and see if any of them might be good for Amazon. Merchant fulfilled. We'll see about that. Somebody had said, you know, why don't you put them on eBay? I can do that too. I'm just going to play around with it, see if they sell better, where they sell better, if there are any to sell, or if there's not much profit margin, if I can just take them to the consignment store. So I'll use the Amazon Seller app. That's the app I use for scanning. It's super easy. It's free and can give me an idea of what things are going for on Amazon. And if I just do merchant fulfilled, I can just list it right away. I don't have to, you know, label it or anything and keep it here. But again, look at all these. I don't know if I want to store all these. Well, they won't all be for Amazon anyway. So anyway, time to get scanning. Okay, I'm about halfway through. This is the pile that I'm going to sell on eBay or Amazon. These are all the ones that I'm going to sort. Some to the consignment store. Some will just have to be donated because they're just not worth, like they're super old and they're beat up and the consignment store is not going to take them. And then this is the pile that I have left to do. The worst kind of books I found to pick up are just like these mass market paperbacks. This kind of stuff. Occasionally you'll find one that's good, but in general, if you're like looking at a bulk buy and it's mostly this, I wouldn't even bother unless they gave them to you for free. Anyway, some of them are really bad shape, but some are pretty good condition, and I should be able to make money on them at the consignment store. So yeah, not about half and half. No, a third of the ones I've gone through. I think a third I can sell online, and the other 2/3, probably half, can go to the consignment store. So doing well considering I only paid $9.20 for all of them. Well, that was backbreaking. And yes, my bread maker and food processor in my dad's room. These are all Goodwill. All those. These are consignment store. And then these are the ones I'm going to sell online. So got a good bunch out of that pile. You know, about, I'd say a fourth, maybe a fifth of the books I can sell online. And then these, like I said, go to the consignment store. And they start books at $2.99 and go up from there. So usually make a nice little profit on books. They sell really fast at the consignment store too. And this type of stuff is just stuff they don't take. It's old textbooks, these kind of old, you know, paperbacks and whatnot. So anyway, glad to get that done. Get this in boxes for Goodwill, pile this up for the consignment store, and get these cleaned up and listed. It is now Friday, and I had 2 sales overnight. First is this Ralph Lauren big shirt that I got at Goodwill for under $2. It sold for $18.74. Then this is a women's Coldwater Creek vest. It looks suede, but it's just cotton. I got that for under $2 at Goodwill, and it sold for $14.99. Right now, everything in my, well, most things in my store are on sale. The buyers paid shipping on top of both of these items. This is definitely light enough for first class. I can't remember what I did. I weigh my items before I list them to get the weight, but then I just have to remind myself when it's time to ship what I put the weight in as. So I still get a lot of questions about shipping. I do have a book, eBay Shipping Made Easy, where I go over everything. Yeah, that's under £1 as well. It can go first class. I will link that below, and I go in detail over exactly how to do your eBay shipping easiest way possible. So go and check that out. Although I do have other videos on my channel about shipping. So yeah, the information is out there. You just gotta sit down and take a little time to figure it out. Here are all of the clothes that I got the other day at Goodwill. I paid $1 each. I got 59 pieces. My dad has already pulled one out because it has some damage to it, and it's this one. This Michigan starter pullover has a small hole there. Does it have it on the, sometimes they get like an armpit hole, and it doesn't. Oh, then it's got some damage there too on the seam. Kind of looks like something ate through it, so I probably won't list that. I'll just donate it back. I mean, things with damage can sell, but sometimes I'm just like, eh. I actually got this for my dad. I thought he might like it. It's new with tag, Champion shirt. They sell Champion at Target, so I'll see if he wants that. Then I'll just kind of go through these quick, just so you can see like the brands I look for. LL Bean. I always pick up LL Bean. This is Tommy Hilfiger, which I kind of used to avoid, but I'm finding that it can sell, so I got that. This is a Ralph Lauren women's sweater. This is a Roundtree New York, which is Kohl's, but I got it because it's a 2XL tall. Talls are always a good pickup. Polo Ralph Lauren, no brainer. Eddie Bauer, I got this because it was a tall. Remember, talls are a specialty size. Most stores don't carry them in store. If the brand has talls, it's usually only sold online, and there's a limited supply. So talls are almost always a good pickup. This is just a Ralph Lauren button-down shirt. Land's End, I got this because it was long sleeve, the good cotton, and a larger size. This is a Tommy Bahama, always a no-brainer with Tommy Bahama. This is an Iowa Hawkeye polo. Roundtree New York, again, I got this one because it's 2XL tall. It's got this sailboat pattern. Normally I don't pick up Kohl's brands, but again, sometimes the size is more important than the brand. This is another vintage nylon coat. Love those. This is a CJ Banks 2X denim. This is another Land's End. It's just a large, but it's good quality. This is the Sportsman Guide, made in the USA, large, like a cotton flannel almost shirt. This is Port Authority that I got because it was a 5 extra large. Another Eddie Bauer large coat. I'll pick up almost any coat or jacket if it's a good name brand. Columbia, that's a large. Another LL Bean. This is the one where they wrote on it. I hate that. See if I get that off. A J. Crew blazer. Coldwater Creek blazer. Another Coldwater Creek blazer. And a Talbot's blazer. Then over here, another Coldwater Creek. I do love Coldwater Creek. Ralph Lauren women's denim coat. Eddie Bauer denim vest. Denim's still a good pickup for almost any brand. If it's not a great brand, if it's a big size, it is. This is like a school teacher shirt coat thing in a 2X. It's got all the pattern on it. This is a Jones, New York stretch large denim jacket. And then this is a Cherokee plus size, but it is all like a bird scene or something on the back, and you know, people like that stuff. Then this pile we have another vintage nylon puffer jacket, Swingster, always a good brand to find. This is a J. Jill blazer. Another Tommy Hilfiger men's shirt. Another thing they wrote on, this is a Dale Earnhardt jacket. They originally wanted $30 for it. Clean that up a bit. It's got some spots. I got this Hawaiian shirt, Baddock Bay, not made in Hawaii, but it's an XXL. So for $1, I was like, I'll try it. I've had this brand before. I can't remember if it ever sold, but whatever, for $1. An Eddie Bauer, an extra large. This is, what is this brand? Clothing, no. Ennis Clothing, I've never heard of it, but it's a extra XL, and I just thought it looked good quality and kind of a neat pattern. Polo Golf, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger polo. I've done a lot of Tommy Hilfiger in my area because there's an outlet mall about an hour and a half from me, and they have Tommy Hilfiger, and they do sell Tommy Hilfiger in the stores here, but between the outlet mall and the stores, it pops up a lot. This is a Dale Earnhardt Jr. t-shirt from I don't know when, but for $1. This is a Gant sweater that I got because it was 2XL tall. Same with this. This was a 5X sweater. Another Roundtree New York Kohl's, but it's a 2 extra large tall. This is a Rusty Wallace. I don't know anything about race cars. Pullover. A Land's End, like a denim canvas jacket, really good quality. Some scissors. Eddie Bauer puffer jacket. And it's a tall XXL. Woohoo! Great size. This is a Ralph Lauren, which they wrote on. Need to fix that. A Columbia jacket, men's, extra large. An Eddie Bauer, another tall, extra large. Another Polo Ralph Lauren, nice blue and white stripe. This is an Eddie Bauer denim tall, extra large. Or I'm sorry, it's not denim. It's just like a cottony, soft cotton shirt. This is a Windbreaker 3X tall. Another good size. A Bulls starter jacket. You can see they wrote 20 on that. A Bears NFL pullover. A peach colored Chico's light, it's not even denim, cotton, it's a jacket, blazer, coat, shirt. I'll put all those in the title. A Laura Ashley extra large green denim like coat. It's not, well, yeah, I guess it is denim. This is another Bill Blass large 2XL tall. It's the tall I was going for. Sweater. And then finally a Talbot's coat. So that is everything. Now we're going to go through and decide what needs to be washed, maybe ironed, and then go ahead and get it all listed. And I still have that rack to list. But only one estate sale tomorrow, and it's at a storage unit that we've been to before, so won't take too long, and then I should have the weekend to get everything listed. It is Saturday, and I've had 3 sales so far. First is this Coldwater Creek sweater. It's kind of like a shrug. I got it at Goodwill for less than $2. Can you hear Lucy barking? It's sold on sale for $18.74, and this was one that accidentally I left the free shipping on. So shipping cost me $3.65. So I have almost $6 into it in terms of product cost and shipping, $18.74 sale price, and then fees on top of that. So still made a decent profit. This is a Potpourri Press coffee mug. You know, you wouldn't think this is anything special, but I have sold several of these for as much as $10. Just like this, with and without the boxes I've sold them for. And this one I picked up for $1, and it's sold for $7.49. Buyer is paying shipping on this, and it's going in a 7x7x6 priority mail box because it is over a pound. And then the other thing is a set of flatware. I think this may be one I overpaid for. I went to an estate sale, and they had a couple, and it was half off day, but they were still really pricey. But I got them anyway, and I think this is one of those that I paid like $32 or $30 for, maybe, which, yeah, I overpaid. But I finally got it down to $74.99, and that is what it sold for, so it's still a profit. The buyer's paying shipping on top of that, so I don't have to eat, you know, the shipping costs. But I've got one more set in a case over here, and I just can't remember which was the one that this one I think I did not. That one was a good buy, I believe. And I don't know why this one isn't, but some patterns are just more desirable than others. And I've had it for quite a while now. Again, I can't remember exactly. I also could have paid less than that for this, but regardless, it turned a profit. Someone asked, I do get a lot of questions about flatware. We just use silver polish to polish them up. You can find that at Walmart, Target, and the cleaning aisles, or on Amazon. I will link it below if you want to order some. And so we just give it a light wash, then gently polish, and just to sparkle them up a bit. And the website that I use to look up my patterns is silvertableware.com. I will link them below. Sometimes I also use replacements.com. I'll link that below as well. But yeah, flatware requires some work in terms of cleaning, research, but it's almost always the more effort you put into it, the more return you will get out of it. Here we can do a haul video of the $8 we spent at the storage unit estate sales. I think there were 3 different estates there today.
Was there?
Yeah.
Well, here's a $40 wallet we got for
$1.50.
Oh, 25 cents.
Because it was half off, and she only put it at regular $3. It's genuine leather, Liz Claiborne, probably worth $1 million.
No, it's worth $40. That's
$40 million. There's that. I don't know why I got those. They're only $1. Maybe you should use those because it's therapy for your hands to help strengthen your hands.
maybe.
And then some Disney DVDs. Is that Disney Snow? Yeah, Disney. And a Bagolini purse. Bagolini. People like those for travel. I think that would be good for you. Is it clean? I didn't even look.
Yeah, that's clean.
And then this is made in Denmark. So that's for sure worth $1 billion because it's imported. Oh my gosh, it comes with a matching case. Money? Is there money in it? Ah, no. Man. Remember that time you found $20 in the street when we were at a random garage sale?
Yeah, I got $20 at Goodwill one time.
Oh, $20 at Goodwill is $10 in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that could happen every day.
Yeah, that's a good clean. That's clean.
Yeah, good. I know it's a popular brand for travelers. Bagolini. Well, that's what $8 will get you. You got to clean up the CDs probably. That's a genuine leather Liz Claiborne wallet. Not just any old Liz Claiborne. Genuine leather. That's what makes it worth millions. It is Saturday night now, and the questions and the bidding on the Transformers. Oh my gosh. I first put it up. I got 3 messages within like the first hour wanting me to take a best offer. One was for 130, 170, and then 125, I think. So I finally went back into the listing and said, do not message me with offers. This auction is going to stay up. You can bid. I've already got 1 bid for the $99.99. I currently have 19 people watching. I think there's 3 days to go. So it's definitely going to get bid up. And I did list one thing today. It is so rainy and dreary here that the sun was just obviously not out when it's rainy and dreary. So my light was terrible, but I did list these Beanie Babies. Of course, I just created 1 listing. So I did the photos for those. And then I had a bunch of stuff that I had done 30 days on eBay for. So I relisted that. And I decided to relist. It was mostly clothing. I did the clothing. I relisted with free shipping because I had been marking it down. I was like, look, this is the best I'm going to do. Free shipping on it. And I can just let it ride for good till canceled. So we'll see how that goes. And then I was doing a little more tweaking on the Amazon FBA. Oh, speaking of Amazon FBA, I just got my latest payout. And let me show you how that looks. So I talked to you guys about how I have dropped my FBA inventory pricing down just to move it, hopefully enough of it by the 15th, and then I can just have the rest destroyed so I don't have to pay those long-term storage fees. So my latest payout was $108.68. That's for 2 weeks. That's about, I think, about 150-ish sales. Look at the total product, $663.76. Look at those fees. That is because I dropped things down to $1 or less, and sometimes right at the amount to where the fees were, so I didn't make anything. So yeah, $663.76 in sales. My cut, $108.68. But with the long-term storage fees coming up on February 15th, with it costing 50 cents per item for them to mail things back, I am going for the liquidate as much as possible method, and then what's left, I will probably, I'll look at the fees on it. If there aren't going to be any, if it was stuff I listed late in the fall, then I might leave it up. But otherwise, I'll just have them destroy it probably, because it's only 15 cents to destroy it, 50 cents to send it back. If it hasn't sold here, you know, this is the old stuff. This is 6 months or older for the long-term storage fees. If it hasn't sold on Amazon by that, including through the Christmas season, what good is it going to do me? Cassettes and VHS, I can't take to the consignment store, so they're worthless to me. CDs, books, I can, but again, after already paying 50 cents for like a CD and then 50 cents for them to send it back to me, plus, you know, wrap and labels and all that stuff for me to take it to the consignment store to maybe make $1.20 on it, it's just not worth it. So trying to dump as much as I can. I still have, let me see here, I still have quite a bit of inventory in here. Yeah, I still have 918 items. These are some of the ones I've listed that I have here, merchant fulfilled. So let's have to see how it goes, but yeah. Oh, Amazon FBA. You were good? Well, you lasted. Well, would it take me about 6 months to figure it out? It was good for 6 months, but whatever. Moving on.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
I'm showing what you did. I want to, people ask how you ship the flatware, and you put a cardboard sleeve. You wrapped this flatware individually in the case, right?
Right.
Or in bunches of bubble wrap.
Right.
And then you got a cardboard sleeve, and you have taped it to keep it together.
That's
and now
right.
you're going to put it in this box.
Well, I'm trying to get it in the box, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. It's not, it's just
Just a little too big.
it's a little too small.
The box.
The box is,
I meant the flatware itself is a little too big. Do we have a bigger box?
I want to get I want to get this back out of here now.
Okay, I'll help you. There. Good job.
No
Now
problem.
lots and lots of padding, right?
Right on.
It is Sunday evening, and I just sold this 31 tote. Sold for $18.74. Buyer paid shipping on top of that. This is from my own closet. And it's going to go in a poly mailer. Oh, that's the... That's probably not big enough. I have to use either that or that. Anyway, I did some listing this afternoon. I took that stuff down here and then took up clothing. Here's the clothing from yesterday. Some of it is in the wash. Some I decided didn't need washing. I don't think these need washing. They looked pretty fresh and clean. I do tend to wash clothes, but trying to do more of like if it looked like it got donated, washed, and you know, it just grosses me out. It just grosses me out. And here's the thing. I was shaking out a shirt and a pair of women's underwear fell out. Ew. So yeah, but I think these are good to go as is. Loads in the wash. And then I took a bunch upstairs. So work through that. And then like I've told you before, that rack needs to be listed. But yeah, I did take a break this afternoon. I just got another nasty headache and I had to take a break, lay down. But at least I did get some things accomplished today. It is now Sunday night and I just sold this solo bathroom dispenser. I got several of these at a $5 fill-a-bag sale, so they were in with a bunch of other stuff. I had some Dixie ones and then some Solo. The Dixie brands are the ones that are more valuable. But this Solo one, the pink, I finally sold it on sale for $11.24. Buyer's paying shipping. It's going to go in the flat, or not in the flat rate, but the Priority Mail shoebox, because when it's boxed, it is over a pound. It is Monday. No sales overnight, but I just finished up my blog work, my other work that I do, and now I'm going to start taking photos. I brought up some clothes from my Goodwill haul last week, so I'm going to start on that. Get as many pictures as I can so I can get that stuff listed. And did some listing this weekend, so feeling pretty good about where I'm at. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog for the week. So if you guys like these SeeAnnSell episodes, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Yeah, I'll have the links to anything I mentioned below. And I will see you guys again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.